Have you ever wondered why some people in relationships get afraid of abandonment and need a lot more closeness and even validation, while other individuals in relationships need a lot more time and space apart? See, it may be a lot more than just about how interested in somebody you are. In fact, the vast majority of the time, it's actually about your attachment style. Your attachment style is the major way that you learn to give and receive love or attach in a relationship. And in today's video, we are going to cover exactly what the anxious preoccupied attachment style really is. We'll talk about the different fears of this attachment style, and we'll talk about how to leverage your insights about understanding your attachment style to become the most evolved, confident version of yourself, and how to also understand exactly what you need to feel deeply connected and thrive in all of your relationships. We have our anxious preoccupied attachment style. And the anxious attachment style is the individual in relationships that has a big fear of abandonment. As children, they usually have some kind of inconsistency. And this inconsistency leads to a lack of something called object permanence. In other words, there tends to be this lack of understanding that when the caregiver is not there, that they are coming back. And essentially, what will happen because of this inconsistency? So, just let's say the example of both parents are really loving and caring, and they're healthy, but they work all the time. So, let's say, for example, the parents are really healthy figures, but they're really there. And then that time and that abundance of like connection and attention they can give to the child is constantly being stripped away. In this case, we would see that there's a likelihood of somebody becoming anxiously attached because if the parents are constantly working long hours, this child's fearing being alone. Maybe they're left in after school programs frequently. Or maybe they're left with the grandparents or a babysitter all the time. And let's say the parents are really loving, but it's pulled away, really loving, pulled away. Well, repetition and emotion is actually what fires and wires neural pathways. And so over time, it creates this sort of neural circuitry of conditioning. And it's through that conditioning itself that an individual will start to have this conditioned fear of abandonment because they keep feeling this perceived abandonment of the inconsistency. So we'll see as an adult, they fear abandonment, they fear being alone, excluded, they have big sensitivities to being disliked or not good enough. And as a result of all these different core wounds from an integrated attachment theory point of view, which is the new body of work in attachment theory, you'll see from these core wounds that they tend to also have a lot of fear of being disconnected from other people, of losing people, and they may jump to conclusions that somebody's leaving a relationship, even if they may not be. And they also may have a lot of behaviors that are designed to maintain proximity or closeness. In other words, they will keep trying to reach out, maybe call frequently, text frequently, do things that may accidentally almost violate other people's boundaries, like, show up unannounced, these sorts of things, because they're terrified of losing somebody in a relationship. And when somebody is feeling all of this anxiety, I think it's really important to note that this anxiety is actually a trauma response. It's not something to be taken lightly. So there's this actual trauma response that they are experiencing. I just want to jump in here and let you know that we are doing a 14-day free trial to the All Access Membership Pass at PDS, which means you get access to literally everything inside of the school. And this includes the 4 live webinars I do with our students every single week. And on top of that, you get access to all of our different courses. We have over 55 different courses on relationships, communication, boundaries, emotional mastery, guilt and shame, learning your needs, so many different facets that are really important to master our lives and feel really good about our lives going forward. And last but not least, there's a daily community event. We have trained facilitators and coaches who are in there doing that work, showing up to support you on your journey every single day. Please join me on the other side. Come check it out. See if it's a fit for you. I'd love to see you there. Go ahead and sign up by clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this channel and if you want to do a much deeper dive into everything love style, attachment style related, please consider subscribing. I put almost daily videos out here, just all about the subconscious mind, personal development, but especially related to attachment styles and relationships. Thank you so much for watching.